Hello everybody, this is Mr. Hennessy. I'm going to do a paper light plot for all those of you who might be struggling with the paper light plot. What I've got here is I've got just a regular sheet of paper. You could use lined paper or you could use graph paper, but also just a regular sheet of white paper will work. I'm going to use a sheet of masking tape or a little roll of masking tape in order to draw my areas of light. So I've got one area. I want to have 6 areas of light, so I'm just gonna trace six big areas on the piece of paper. This will be my backstage lighting areas, and then I'll put some lighting areas in the front of the stage. So I got 6 areas. I'll probably label them from front of the stage: A, B, C, D, E, F. And then I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to draw the grid work, our pipe work. So I'll just draw a nice ruler line here. Since we've got trusses going from upstage to downstage, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not really worried about making this to scale right now because I just want you guys to just feel confident getting it done. I've got a line up top and a line down below. And the other thing to remember is that these pipes are where our addresses are going to be. This is where the light is physically going to live. So down here in downstage, the downstage right corner, because remember it's from the actor's point of view, so an actor looking this way, this will be their right. My first one is going to be 1. I think it's going to go all the way up to 9. So we've got 1 and 9, and then everything kind of fills in. We're going to put 4 and 5 in the middle here, 6, 7, 8, and then 2, 3, and then we'll go 10 to 18, 19, 27, and 28 to 36. And basically you just want to kind of be able to guess where your addresses are going to be. So these, I'm just going to leave them up there. I'm not going to fill in all the numbers because I really want to get to mapping out my fixtures next. So just having these as a framework to work off of. These lighting areas are going to be key. That's one of the things I'm grading you on. What I did with this is a WindWorks design. I made it printable on the assignment, and I printed it onto cardstock so that would be it would be easy to use. What I'm going to do is use these cardstock, and you can kind of see right here. Maybe even up there. I used a sharper knife on this one, so as sharp as you can get. I just used this little sharp razor knife, a little X-Acto knife to cut out these designs, but the sharper your knife, the better lines you're gonna have. So I'm gonna use this one, and I want to do my spotlights from the back at 45-degree angles. So if we see that there, I'll just draw that little thing, and that looks okay for not having it. I mean, these, you could also buy a stencil for $8. They're called lighting stencils, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, especially if we're just trying to get it done to get a grade on it. There we go. Those are some lighting areas, and then I want to make sure to write where these lights are being focused, right in front of the light. This one's B, this one's A, I'll kind of do it. That one's A. Okay, so that's, I can tell that that's been drawn with a stencil. I can tell this fixture is going to be different than my Fresnel fixture, which I'll draw that with this one here. And I'll turn it around right at here. I'm gonna come back, do that shape, just kind of off. So this is a great little shape. I can tell this Fresnel is going to be different. I'll do another little box up here. So up here for these back ones, I can just do a box. That'll also tell me that's a Fresnel. And for the ellipsoidals, the spotlights, which we want to have front light, I can just do an ellipses like that. That's another way, a simple way to just distinguish the fixtures. I'll be able to tell that this is an ERS, an ellipsoidal reflector spotlight, and this is a Fresnel. You could also say power can if you're working with LED. Or you could just abbreviate it PAR. And that would be fine. Another little thing, I want to do a hexagonal shape. Because the hexagon is going to tell me that where the fixture is being addressed. Let's see here. And I'm just freehanding a hexagonal shape, but if you want to print out a small hexagon for stencil, that would be good too. And I want a hexagon and a circle. You can also just draw a freehand hexagon if you feel confident doing that. But if I want to do the stencil, I've got an okay hexagon. As long as I can tell that it's not my circle. I got a hexagon there. That's going to tell me where my address is. And I got my circle right here. And remember, and once you draw a circle a little bit with this, the circle might get better on your, I don't know. If you can also, you could also find a little circle to trace around like a marker cap. Might be a little big, but let's see here. That's a little big. Let's see if I can find a smaller marker. Oh, perfect. This will be perfect. As long as I'm able to tell the channel from the dimmer box, that's going to be good. And remember, it's really this hexagonal dimmer or address box that I'm going to have to put the number on. So I'm guessing this one, since it's going to be plugged in a little further down than this other fixture, I will just guess that's 12. Because I'm using the physical address. Now the channels, I can put whatever I want in here. We'll say that's 11. and that's going to A. And I just need to keep this through line. I'm going to put my lid. I'll use this other part of the marker. See if that works even better. And then my channel can be anything I want. Let's say I'm going to have this channel be 1, because that's, I'm going to say 2, 3, just because that's how my mind works organization-wise. But really, these channels could be anything you want. It's just the addresses that have to be a specific number. And if we're working with LEDs, then we can kind of make the addresses whatever we want, but there's still kind of an organization to them. So you want to, so for our purposes right now, I'm not going to say we're working with LEDs. I'm saying we're working with dimmable halogens. And remember, I'm going to count up. So this is, I'll say this one's 14. This one's 15. Oh, excuse me. That's the fixture itself. And remember, I have to put the focus area on these. So I'm going to say this is focused to B. This is focused to A. Now this is, in real life, this would be way too close. But for the purposes of this assignment, where I'm just doing the shapes and doing the best I can, I'm just going to call that good. In real life, if we were focusing something to A, it would probably be more likely over here, and this would be focused to A. But for the purposes of this assignment, just getting it done, I just want you to put these colors in there, I mean these symbols in there, and you can put the channels whatever you want. So over here, this would be address 1, and going 2, 3. I'd even say that's 3 because it's near the 3. But I can make this channel whatever I want. So I think it's a good idea to go through and label all your hexagonal shapes before you go in and put the channels, the circle numbers, because that's where you're patching them to. So hopefully you're able to see this, and you just have to kind of come around and do some front light for each area, maybe some side light if you want. I could also put on some backlight, but I'm going to put that all the way up to my pipe here, because I can't just put a light out in the middle of nowhere. It's going to fall on somebody's head. So I have to put it back to my back pipe. And then if I've got it angled out there, you can see I have no room to put my hexagonal shape or my circle. So I'm just going to kind of put it off to the side. Hexagon and my circle for my channel. So hopefully this is helping you. For the colors, I'm just going to color these fixtures in with a colored pencil. So I would color that in with the colored pencil, and I'll finish this, and then I'll show the completed. We'll put the completed project up on the Canvas assignment for you to see. But yeah, this is a simple way to do a hand light plot with just materials that you have from home. All right, good luck. I'm excited to see what you got.